this first passage, I turn to ever present, ever patient Fernando and say, I just read a passage about how if you're going to make policy decisions about forests, you really got to understand the arguments both for and against the use of forests. And then, detailing why you've got to understand the arguments on both sides. So what's the main point of the passage? That arguments concerning the economic use of forests must be carefully examined before reasonable policy decisions can make. You've got to examine the arguments both for and against. That's the main idea. All right, question number 2. Scientists believe which of the following about rainforest plants? It's got to be there in the passage. And in line 34, these plants can offer crucial clues as well as basic materials for research. C, the value of rainforest plants derives in part from basic materials for research. The passage said it. Same thing with question 3. We're going to answer which of the following questions? Line 22. Trees do produce oxygen by photosynthesis. By means of what process do plants produce oxygen? Photosynthesis, we're told. Got to be able to say the passage says it. Question 4. The relationship between the production of oxygen through photosynthesis and the consumption of oxygen through decomposition is most like. Well, what is that relationship? I'm in line 25. In net terms, therefore, forests neither produce nor consume oxygen. It's a cycle. Kind of like, the water cycle. Answer choice E, water evaporates. This water condenses and falls on the ground as rain or snow. Water is neither created nor destroyed, just like oxygen, just like the trees. And it's the description in the passage that makes us know that E is right. For question 5, the author's primary concern is to tell us her main point, right? And her main point is that we got to examine multiple points of view. We've got to really consider all of the arguments. So if her main point is to say that we've got to really consider all the arguments, her primary purpose is to counterbalance different points of view regarding an important topic. You've got to consider all of the arguments. For question 6, a statement about the critics of commercial plantations. The whole point of the passage is that we've got to examine all of the arguments, both for and against. So the critics have to consider the arguments for. That's the whole point of the passage. Critics of commercial plantations should consider more carefully the relationships between the commercial and non-commercial forests. You see how that just illustrates the main point of the passage? Finally, question 7, a statement that is supported by information in the passage. I'll point you to line 6. Forests provide recreation, reduce flooding, and prevent soil erosion that clogs rivers with silt. Deforestation then can have negative effects on water-based transportation. I mean, it's stupid, it's lame, but it's there. They provide recreation, they reduce flooding, and they prevent soil erosion. So if you have them, then you're going to have less recreation, have more flooding, and rivers clogged with silt. And that's this first passage. So here's the deal with these free videos. They're intended to serve a very narrow purpose. For those times when you're wondering, why is that the right answer? You can just come here for a complete library and find out why it was the right answer. And I hope that you'll find that it was very instructive. Of course, the other part of the deal is that since LSAC publishes all of their tests along with test keys, that means that there's no barrier to entry for test prep. And you can hear the air quotes, I hope. Anybody can, and lots of people have, set up shop and called themselves test prep companies. And they've got the questions, they've got the answer keys, and they just try to explain to you why the right answer is right. And then they charge you money for it? That is wrong. I want to put a stop to it. I want to sweep the legs right out from under them. It is bad for you. It's bad for me too. So if you want to know what the right answer is and why the right answer is right, I want you to be able to come here and find it out for free without paying anybody for it. That's very different from what I do in the paid course. What I think has value about what I do is that I can tell you ahead of time what every question wants from you, what to expect from the right answer, how to formulate a right answer, and then how you can expect wrong answers to sound, so that you know before you ever open up a test book exactly what to expect. And all the practice videos that are part of the paid course are just me putting that theory into practice. It's just the rubber meeting the road. In other words, I'm going to show you, based on what we've done before, how we're going to react when it comes up next time. And that bit, knowing what to do the next time you see something, that I think is worth paying for. And if you agree, I'd love to have you in the course. And if not, that's fine too. Don't pay anybody to explain why right answers are right. Just watch these for free. Enjoy.